Alright, we're back at my box style hive down in Grantsville. Can't really see much of the town from here, but anyway, I got the rock off. And I've got some pollen here. And I remembered my sugar water bottle. So, yeah, I'm just gonna open them up, do a quick inspection of or at least most of the hive. And I'm gonna see if I can put a large cell frame down in the middle of the brood nest to see if I can talk them into making a whole bunch of drones. Because I want to use these to breed with that hive that I have up on the hill. Because this hive did pretty good, so did that one. So I want to cross them together. Have my knife here. Let's separate the lid and inner cover this time. Here's the lid. Okay. Inner cover should already broke loose. I'm gonna set that just right on top of the lid. There we go. Alright. Give them just a little sprinkle of sugar to let them know I'm not here to hurt them. Also coats their wings so they can't fly as easy. Alright. That was the part where I wish I had my sister still here. She had to go back to school. Oh well. Gotten pretty good at doing things one-handed. I'm gonna break off this frame here. Have a look at it. Oh yeah. See, this was the thick one that had a lot of honey in it. Looks like they ate about half of it. These guys seem to have eaten more honey. You can see, I can see that there's a capped honey down in there, and I can kind of tell how much they've got. This box is probably about half full now, and half full box, that's still going to be 30 pounds of honey. I forgot my hive tool, so I'm using my pocket knife again. It works pretty good. Just kind of got to crack the propolis loose. There we go. Right now I'm going to take this box off and I'm going to set it down on top of this cover. I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed. See if I can put this camera somewhere. Yeah, that ought to work. Put a rock behind it to make sure the camera don't fall. It looks like that was actually most of the bees. They're still kind of up in their winter cluster. There's quite a few bees still down here. Let's take one of these out, have a look. Alright, a little bit of honey, some old brood comb. There's some, I think that's either, yeah, it's just some honey. It's crystallized. Set this there. Alright, I put in here a sugar frame. See, looks like they've eaten a little bit of it off the corner there. But otherwise, they didn't really need it. Let's just put this back in here for now. I don't really have a way to transport it. Okay. Here's some honey. Another 7 pounds of honey or so. Oh, look at that. Little queen cell. Never got used. But I think I'm gonna save that. They're getting a little antsy. Let me give them a little sugar. It's funny how I say antsy even though they're bees. I'm gonna cut that out of there. Where'd I put my knife? Over there. There it is. A little queen cup. Use that later. Put that back in. Looks like the bees were here at one point. I think this is where they started their winter cluster. Oh, look, another queen cell. Let's get those out of there. This one's in a plastic frame, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to cut it out. This will be a lot harder. Yeah, I might ruin it. Yeah, I did. Oh well. Oh, ooh, maybe not. Here we are. 2 of those. I want those to be in the other hive, not this hive. At least not yet. Maybe what I should have done is just took this and put it in. Alright, I don't know when the camera stopped recording. When I was trying to figure it out, I actually just got stung on the hand right here. Oh well. I don't know when the camera stopped recording, so I don't know what you missed. But yeah, there's a queen cell here. I think that was there last year. I'm trying to decide whether I should cut it out or leave it in there. I think for now I'm just going to cut it out. I can always stick it back in there. Come on, girls. You have this. Alright, so I think the last one that I cut out of these plastic frames are a lot harder to do this kind of thing with. I think what I did is I went onto the end of it here. Popped it off of the plastic. Yeah, it doesn't seem to want to come. Almost got it. There it goes. Yeah, I just ruined it. Oh well. Let's just bust the rest of this off there. I'm just messing it up. Alright. Okay. Put that back. This is a frame that what I did is I had the comb out of that hive that I took out of the wall, and I just wired it in here. Seems to have taken. Alright, let's I think it was this last one over here. You can see these bees are all fanning. I think they're under attack. Just put this back in there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off, put it down on top of the other box. Pop it loose. Alright. This was the original brood chamber. I think what they're trying to do is I think they're up in the top honey box, and I think the queen might be laying. So I'm going to check on that. If I do see any frames with the baby bees in it, I'm going to put them down into here. There. Actually, let's set this here for now. Put it all back together, I guess. There. That one sure is heavy. Straighten all that up. Alright, still recording. This camera seems to stop recording on me. I don't know why. Alright. Oh dear, I think I might have sugared up my camera. Oh well. You got a little annoyed with me there for a second. Now I don't think these girls are quite out of hibernation as much as that other hive was. Get off me. Take one of the frames out, and I'm going to look through this box if I can, make sure the queen's not trying to lay eggs up here. This hive is quite a bit more aggressive than the other hive. Whew. Sure feels warm. Alright, that's all honey. Honey. More honey. Yeah, that's all honey. Alright. Back up. Alright, this one might have brood. I want to check this. Oh boy. Stay down, girls. Alright, no eggs, no larvae. Alright. Hope the queen's not stuck up in this box. Alright, this would be a good frame to put down in there to make drones. But at the moment I don't have any eggs to put in there. Okay. The camera stopped recording again. I'm not sure where it stopped. I wasn't really paying attention to it. But I got the pollen. I put it in one of the frames, kind of near where the bees were. I don't see any the brood making yet. And I think the pollen that I put in there is the only pollen they've got. So that's probably why. Fortunately, they're down here. There's a bunch of willow trees over there. Those should be making pollen pretty early. So they haven't made brood yet. I got a bee that just flew in my mouth. Alright. So they haven't been making any baby bees yet. Hopefully they'll get on that because I need them to start making drones. I need those drones here as soon as possible. If they don't, I may have to postpone moving the nukes and getting the bees over to Westminster. I'm trying to decide right now if I should move this, because all the bees are up here. I'm trying to decide if I should move this down, either to the bottom or to the middle here. Maybe, because the bees do like to move up more than they like to go down. I kind of wanted to keep the honey up on top where I could see it, but I'm not quite sure. Thinking maybe I should just leave them alone, but I want to get them to start making brood and stuff as fast as I can. Oh, must be 6 o'clock. All right. I'm gonna think about this a little bit. I'll come back if I make any decisions. Alright, so I went ahead and decided to switch the top box to the middle box. Now it's got empty frames for rear and brood on either side of it. If they go either way, then they'll going either way, then they'll be in some good brood comb for the queen to lay. I of course have been working with the top bar hives, so I'm a little rusty on knowing which direction the bees go in these up and down hive style. But I think this will work out. I ended up putting the pollen frame down in here. Maybe that'll draw her down. I moved all the sugar frames I had. I had 3 of them. I moved them all up here so I could keep an eye on them. I don't. If the camera didn't get the sugar frames when I showed it, then I'll have to show it next time I come by this hive. But hopefully they'll be ready to be producing some drones. So anyway, I got stung on my hand. Right in there, and on the back of my neck I got stung. So 3 times. That's, you know, I usually get stung when I'm doing something wrong. I guess what I'm doing wrong is I'm doing it too late in the day and it's starting to get cold. And plus this hive is a little grumpier than the other hive. Alright, so that queen cell didn't turn out. I got 3 of these, 4 of these little queen cups. I think I'm going to use these to produce the queen. May have been better to leave them in the frame, but at least now I've got them and I can put them anywhere I'd like. I might have to make a couple more, and I'll be showing that in one of the near episodes. I got some queen cups. These guys are buzzing angrily. Hopefully I didn't disturb them too bad. Give them a little bit of pollen. Hopefully that'll jumpstart brood production. I don't really need more bees, but I do definitely need the drones from this hive. I don't know, maybe I can let them breed with themselves. That hive up there is going to be making drones. Maybe it wouldn't be bad to let them breed with themselves, but usually inbreeding is bad, right? Oh well, let's see how it goes. The end. I need to find a way to sign off. I'll think about that. This is why everything I own is sticky. I'm driving after I'm driving after I visited my beehive, and so now I got my steering wheel sticky, the shifter sticky, the door handles are sticky, everything I own is sticky. But anyway, I'm making this part of the video because I just had an idea for if that hive down in town doesn't start making drones. I was thinking what I could do is take the larva from that hive and transplant it into queen cups in the other hive, and go ahead and let that other hive up on the hill make as many drones as it likes. So I'll make as many drones as I'd like, and then those drones will mate with the new queens. That'll keep my genetic diversity. So I'm gonna take the queens from the hive down in town. You can see I'm down in town actually still. I'm cruising along kind of in the part of the between Twilla and Grantsville, or well, Twilla and Stansbury here. You can actually see my house up, I guess you can in the camera, but I'm up in those hills over there. That's where I've got that top bar hive we looked at earlier in the previous episode. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to driving because it's probably just as bad to be filming while driving as it is to talk on the cell phone. So see you next episode. Yeah, that's terrible.